Hello everyone, welcome back to KP Automation Workshop. In our previous video, we have learned about parameterizing. Test annotations using TestNg XML file. Today, we will learn about data provider annotation, which is also used for parameterization. Using parameter tag, we can give straightforward name and value scenarios, but when we have to return a list of data, in such scenarios this parameter giving parameters one by one, it doesn't seem efficient. Okay, so in that case we will use data providers. Okay, let's go to states.java. For data provider, we need a Java method which is returning some array of objects. Okay, how do you make a Java method as a data provider? By using @DataProvider annotation, and you have to give some name to the data provider annotation in order to identify it uniquely. Okay, so here I have created one Java method called createDataKarnataka, which returns an array of objects. Okay, and I am returning the location names of Karnataka. Okay, so we got to know how to create a data provider. Okay, so how do you use this data provider? How do you pass this data provider values to your test annotation? In test, we have an attribute called data provider. There you have to give the name of the data provider. Okay, which it has to call. So here I am calling Karnataka data provider. So when I was parameterizing using a parameter tag, I have to create a test for each location and pass the parameter value. But here in a single method, I am just passing all my locations at a time. So while writing unit tests, this will be more useful because during Java development, methods return values in the form of lists. So passing those values to the test cases will be easier when we are using @DataProvider. Using Java logic, you can get data from multiple places, from a XML file, from a Excel file. So all those values that are returned, they can be provided to your test using data provider annotation. So once you are defining data provider annotation and calling the data provider in your test annotation, here when you are running this test, while executing this test, it will look for data provider in the current class. In current class, I have data provider Karnataka, so I will not have any issue with that. But in second test, I am calling data provider Kerala. I don't have that data provider in this class. So what if you are calling a data provider from another external class? Okay, then you have to use attribute called dataProviderClass and give the class name. Okay, so in Kerala class, let's go to Kerala class. See, here I have created a data provider with name Kerala, and I am calling this class name here, and I am calling the provider, and I am providing that it is present in this class name. Okay, now let's execute this and see whether both data providers are working fine or not. See here, Karnataka, I have given 4 locations. All the 4 locations got executed. In Kerala, I have given 2 locations and 2 locations got executed. Okay, Trivandrum and Munnar. This is how data provider works. So a data provider return type can be an array of objects or multi-dimensional array of objects, or it can have a return type of iterators of type object. It's not always it should be an object as a return type. We can even have custom data types also. So your data provider can actually take java.lang.reflect.method as its parameter. Okay, import java.lang.reflect method. Okay, so if I have that, I can actually get the method details. em dot get name. can actually get the method details. See, this got executed on this method Karnataka. Go and check. See, this is the method name. So if you are passing this method, Java will pass the current test method into this. So you can run data providers in parallel also. What you have to do is just give parallel is equal to true. Okay, and in your suite where you are executing it, you have to give data provider thread count is equal to 10. So you have to provide data provider thread count equal to 10. Then this will run in parallel. Did you observe here? Like I am wasting, all got run in parallel. Four locations started parallelly. So all four got executed. All four before method got executed, and all four at the rate test got executed, and all four after test got executed. Okay, so this is how you can run your data provider values in parallel. Okay, provide the thread count in suite and provide attribute parallel equal to true for data provider annotation. Yeah, that's it pretty much about data provider concept. We can use this concept in many ways because as you have an option to return objects from Java logic using data provider, this will be helpful in many places. Yeah, that's it with data providers. Thank you.